Hi, I'm Leanne. Welcome to Swift Fitness. For more information on Swift Fitness, go to swiftfitness.com.au or like us on Facebook. Now, you all may be wondering why I'm holding a stuffed toy. I too am wondering that. No. So what we're going to do in today's workout is we're going to do a baby and mother's workout. So I've been going through with this with a number of clients. I'm a mum myself. I have two very, very gorgeous kids, and I would prefer to be doing this workout in front of you with a real live baby, because I completely understand that they move, wiggle and all that kind of stuff, and it's not going to be as easy as what you're going to see here, and it is a little bit condescending when you have people up doing things with stuffed bears. But anyway, as it happens to be about 11 PM, I think it's nearly midnight, something like that, I'm not about to go grab my children out of bed. So, sorry guys, you have to put up with me doing it with Teddy. Well, his name's Vic. Anyway, enough. Let's go and get on with this workout. So, this is a workout that I do quite regularly with my kids. My kids are now 5 and 7, and they do a lot of my workouts with me still, but they do them themselves, obviously. But when they were babies, I used to do workouts with them, and I used to use them as my weights, and they used to be very involved, love it, because they were getting some of their time with me while I was still getting my exercise done. And as they got older, my exercises just changed to still incorporate them, and now generally they do them and they're beside me, which some of my Swifties would know when my kids come down to the studio and want to join in. And that's the whole fun about being a healthy family and having fitness as part of your life, and not something that you're trying to slog in as just me time. It really needs to work in a family environment if you're going to be fit, and your whole family is going to be fit as well. So please make sure you try and include kids in your workouts rather than just trying to fun. But in saying that, you still need your time where you're doing your exercise by yourself, and I still have those times as well. A nice even balance of both. So crack on with this exercise. So generally I would have my babies and I'd hold them in all different ways to get the exercises done. The biggest thing you want to make sure is that you've got tight core at all times, so you can handle them moving around and whichever way they're going to throw their bodies while you've got them. You want to have pelvis tucked in, and you want to be nice and firm and strong while you're doing it, so you're protecting your back. So let's start nice and easy. Generally I do some kind of warm-up, so like a salute to the sun. You can go to the dynamic warm-ups that we've got on the Swift YouTube, any of those. And when I do the dynamic warm-ups, like the salute to the sun, which is a yoga sequence, which is on the Swift YouTube one of the programs that we've done, my kids would just crawl under. As I make my different bridges, they crawl under and around my bridges, and I would just move through my pose. And it was something really fun for them to do, and yet I was still getting on with doing my stretching. After that, you can just start off with a gentle, so pop baby down and just start off with a gentle skip. Depending on how postnatal pregnant you are, you just want to be really easy on any kind of impact workout. So I might do a low impact. It's enough that bub can crawl. If they're up and standing, they'll hold onto your leg, all that kind of stuff. You just move through. You just want to get body moving, get a few joints warmed up. So we're just going to do some shadow skipping, and you might do this for a minute or so. After that, you can pick bub up. I'll pick my Vic up. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some squats. So whichever way is best for you to hold. Remember, tight core, you might be holding them like this, whichever way. And we're just going to go down and up, down and up. Just going to do 15 of them, depending on what level of fitness that you are at. And as all my guys know, I cannot count for the life of me. I think that's 5. We've got 10 to go. Depending on what level of fitness you are, post-baby, your body is going to change. So if you're used to doing a certain amount of exercise pre-baby, you've got to start listening to your body, because things are going to be different and you've got to go. If your body's saying that doesn't feel right, you've got to listen to it and stop and seek professional assistance, whether that be your remedial masseur, your physio, whatever it might be. And we've done Probably done a few more than 15. But this is just a general idea of what we're going to be doing. Okay, so from doing our squats, we're then going to go down onto the floor and we're going to do some push-ups. So generally what I do when my kids were little is I just put them on the ground facing me, and then I just do my push-ups going down to them. So on your knees or on your toes, whichever, and just down. You can rub their noses when you go down, whatever it is, anything that gives the kids a giggle. Go onto your knees if that gets too strong. And push out. I'm just going to do a couple more. You all get the gist. And we're done. Stretch it back after you finish. Nice when you're getting back into exercise, especially if you've got a newborn, just to take it really easy and to stretch in between each of your strength sets. Just take it easy on your body and just ease yourself back into it. But if you have been back into your exercise for a little while and you know your body can handle it, then you can just keep going through. Okay, so we've done some legs. Let's go back up, and then we've done chest. We'll go up, back up, and we're going to do some lifts. So generally I just get bub. So these are called deadlifts. Now you've got to be really careful, and depending on where your fitness lives, you can do a squat or a deadlift, okay? So a deadlift is your bum goes back and out. Squat, your bum goes down. So with the deadlifts, I just get bub. So bum goes out, stay chest proud, looking up. And from here, lift up. And down, up, lift up. So bum's going out. Now, if your lower back is feeling that, then you need to just go into another squat. Push up. And push up. And push up. And depending the weight of your bub at that point, it may only be reasonable just to lift to here, that this might be too heavy. So it's going to be your call, guys. And once again, listen to your bodies. So deadlifts, bum going out, and you're using your bottom to do this exercise. I don't want you using your lower back. Couple more. Remember, if you're at home doing 15 or 16 repetitions. Okay, good, good. So we did a bit of shoulder press and a bit of deadlift. Deadlift is going to work here. If you're just not feeling right, I'm not around, sorry guys, at your place to adjust you into a correct deadlift position. So you may need to then do squats if it's just affecting your back, and go with your bum pointing down to the ground. Next one we're going to do is we're going to do dips. I'm just going to run off screen for a second, grab my chair. Still holding my Vic. Just loving the workout. Okay, and so from these ones with your dips, you can do them on the ground if you want. You don't have to do them on a chair. And this is going to be depending on where your baby is up to. Because seriously, you're going to have your baby on your knee, and you're just going to go with however Bub wants to work this. So if this is just not safe for you, that baby might roll off, then you might actually need to then do it on the floor, where you've got Bub between your legs, and you're just doing little dips. I'm bending my elbows, bum's coming down to the ground, and then I'm pushing back up. If you feel safe enough with baby, then you can do it on your lap. Baby's not going to run around to roll over, but this is completely and utterly your call. Then you can do it on a chair and do dips from that way. Okay, next one we're going to move on to, get rid of our chair. We go back onto the floor. We're going to do some bridging. Once again, Bub's on us, just sitting, rolling here, rolling there, and we're just going to lift baby up. So tight buttocks. You can put baby on your chest if you want. Or if it feels safer to you at this point, you can just put it really close and just nestle baby into your shoulder while you're doing your bridging, and you're just lifting your hips and squeezing through your bum. Alright, coming up, grab baby off the floor. Next one we're going to do is a row. So we've got baby, we've got bum back, we've got really tight core, and we're just bringing baby in. You can bring baby into your face and you're squeezing through, but the main thing I want you to do is focus on squeezing through those lower shoulder blades into a proper row, keeping elbows tight to the body and pulling it back, shoulders down and away from ears. So from here, pulling through and squeezing through. And doing your 15-16 reps of this one. Last one we're going to move on to is actually we'll do 2 more. So we're going to do bicep curls, where you can just turn baby over and just roll up to you. I know your baby will be moving around a lot more than that for this, guys. I realise I'm doing it with a stuffed toy. So please don't be standing there going, oh, but my baby's going to be moving around. When I had my kids, my babies moved around too, and I still got through these workouts. And you know what? It was even better because it created huge amount of core functional strength, because I had to react to their movements. Like I had to juggle them as I was doing, switch on my core, stabilize all my muscles, stabilize off my butt, all that kind of stuff, which just added to the workout when I was doing it with them. So I get it. I get the baby's going to move more than my little stuffed animal is. Okay, what do we do? I said we're going to do 1 more. So we've done bicep curls. Next one we're going to do is we're just going to do the plank. Plank, fantastic exercise. Go down, set yourself up. So toes underneath. Lift up your knees, elbows underneath your body, hands parallel, baby's in the middle, tight butt, tight abs, tight legs, and lift. Now remember, if that is too intense for you, you go down onto the front of your legs and you just tuck your pelvis under and you do it on the front of your legs. You're not quite on your knees, guys, you're actually on the front of your leg. And you just hold it there and slowly but surely build yourself up so you can hold it there for a minute. That gets too easy, then onto your toes and you go to a point where you can hold that for a minute. After you've done that, stretch it back and then just have a nice static stretching, a nice static stretching session with your baby, where you're just sitting on the floor, you know, doing things like stretching it back. Go to the Swift static stretching exercises and you can see, you know, my kids I do these ones. My kids used to just crawl around my legs. Now it's fantastic because they are my stretching buddies and I love them for it. So when I do this one now, my kids go behind me and they actually push me down to my leg. And whenever I'm stretching with my kids, I get so much better results with my stretching than I could just by myself. And that's the great thing about exercising with your kids. As they grow up, they get more involved and they can help you with your training and you help them with your training and you just have heaps and heaps of fun together. And it's good family fitness. Another one that my kids absolutely love, they loved as babies, they still love now, is when you're doing the boat. So from here and you just gently pushing down, your kids will sit there, they're really close to you and they adore this stretch. They love it, love it. My kids, you know, I'm sure my kids are never going to stop liking it. Well, they probably will one day. I don't think 21-year-olds are going to like it. But anyway, for now, we'll go with it. So, and then I just push down here. My kids used to like me rocking side to side when they were younger. Now, because now they just sit in here and then they just slowly push down each knee and I just sit there going, oh, and it's really cool. So that, once again, now they're my stretching buddies and they know how to help me with my stretching as well. And push through. What else do I do with them? So that one. There's a few others. They can help you with all your stretching. And yeah, it's really cool. So all of those exercises incorporate with baby. Make sure you stay safe with baby and you always feel like you're in a comfortable, and obviously, you know, baby's not going to get hurt or anything, or your kids aren't going to get hurt. But have fun with them. Love it. Exercising with your kids should be fun. Let them move. If they're not going with your flow, then pop them down on the floor. If they're holding onto your leg, just keep going. You know, they will grow up knowing that when you're exercising, it's your time. And just go with whatever you're dealing with. Don't, you know, you guys know best. You're the mum. You're the mum, and you just, or you're the dad if you're watching this, and you so are the best person that knows what you should be doing. And yeah, love it, love it. It's a good time. That's it from me and Vic. He's done an awesome job and stayed completely still. So, for more information, go to swiftfitness.com.au, like us on Facebook, heaps and heaps of other information. Have fun with your kids, enjoy the workout, and I will catch you next time.